Whole Story Quest Audiobooks presents These Lost and Broken Things by Helen Fields. Narrated by Laing. Chapter 1. Childhood, 1891. The dead Queen's head was a blur of lights in the distance. Sophia tramped towards it through the fields, knowing she shouldn't be going there, excitement buzzing in her stomach. She jumped a ditch, missing her footing in the dark, and slipped in the mud. It wasn't the way she'd wanted the night to start. She couldn't go in there looking like a child. She was 12 now, nearly grown up, and as tall as her mother. What would they think if she walked in dirty and out of breath? Sophia slowed down. Was she going to make a fool of herself? No. She'd planned this for months, had waited for just such an opportunity. It might be months again before she found another game close enough to their camp to be able to walk there at night. Getting away unnoticed by her parents hadn't been easy. It was tonight or never. She felt a flash of guilt, thinking about how she'd waited until her father was snoring, bundling clothes into her bed to form her shape and size, then sneaking away from their caravan like a thief. She told herself that what they didn't know wouldn't hurt them. If they gave her a bit more freedom, she would have asked their permission to go, so it wasn't all her fault. She understood why they didn't like her going out, but it wasn't as if she couldn't take care of herself. It was the same reason they had men on watch at the edge of their camp, guns loaded and dogs ready. The locals didn't like it when they turned up with their travelling fare. The townsfolk would come and stare at the sideshows, so eager to believe the made-up horrors they displayed, to watch the girls dancing with snakes, to take their sweethearts on the rides and buy cheap liquor. Afterwards, they would go home and say what a nuisance the Romany were, how they tricked the money from their pockets and corrupted the youngsters. If they got stirred up enough, they sometimes came in gangs carrying torches, tried to call the men out for fights, threatened the women if they didn't move on. Once, they had set fire to some of the caravans. Her daddy and the other men had got blood on their hands that night. They'd moved on before dawn, and before the police dared come and investigate. Hypocrites, her pa called them. Sophia rolled the word around her mouth. The inn was closer now, and she picked out a path in the moonlight that would take her to its back door. She'd heard that the game was to be in a back room, not the main bar. She crossed her fingers, hoping the men she'd heard talking at her father's stall last night had their facts straight.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?